But right at the start of the week, the sad news came through that Sven-Göran Eriksson had died at the age of 76. He was, of course, the first non-British manager of the English side. He led the Three Lions to 2 quarter-finals at 3 major tournaments during his 5-year spell in charge. And he also managed 12 clubs, including Man City, Leicester, Roma and Lazio, and along the way won those 18 trophies. Dawson, I know you spoke about this a little bit earlier, very movingly on Sky Sports News, because he was the man who gave you your first call-up at the fresh age of 19 years of age. For those who didn't see that, just describe that moment.
Well, it was nerve-wracking. I was away with England under-21s at the time, and I remember getting a call. I think it was down to, Rio Ferdinand had gone home, Sol Campbell were injuries, and I was next in line. And for a young 19-year-old playing in the Championship to get the recognition and get a call-up from Sven, and then you go and meet him and you think, how's it going to be? You're nervous, you're in and around it. And he just made me feel welcome from the first minute. You know, you're an outsider, you're going in. He was very calm. And I think that was something at that moment in my career. Managers weren't calm, they were ranters and ravers. So that was a new experience for me to go and see how he worked on the training pitch. I didn't get a cap with him, but just being around it. And from my meetings with him, real gentleman, really calm, and as I said, made me feel very welcome.
And in terms of his attributes as a manager, how would you describe them?
I would say getting the best out of the players, and you listen to the tributes that have come in since he passed away, and from big people, big players, gentlemen, always approachable, always there, and I think that's what I would echo. As I say, I only came across him on 2 occasions, again in 2006 when I was called up, and that's when I spent a little bit more time. The meetings he had, getting the best out of the players. Unfortunately, he just couldn't lead us to a trophy, but I think 2 quarter-finals, which he said. And on my meetings, real gentleman.
Mercy, your paths crossed once or twice in terms of Sven-Göran Eriksson. How did you find him, and how should he be remembered as England manager? I mean, a lot will point to that amazing 5-1 win in Germany, but a lot will talk about that golden generation, how it could have been more for England. How do you reflect on him?
A lovely bloke, a gentleman, you know, someone you come away and you think, oh, I wouldn't mind being like him. You know, he was very calm, he was a real nice man. He'd done something that we'll be talking about for another 100 years, beating Germany 5-1. That will never be forgotten, never be forgotten. He had the generation, he had top players, but at that time, other countries had top players. Yeah. You know, it's about timings. You know, there was, you know, Italy had 4 or 5 world-class players, and Germany had 4 or 5, and France had 6 and 7. You know, so it was timings. But yeah, unbelievable man, real nice man, and yeah, it's such a shame, such a shame. You know, when I used to come home from school many years ago, and my mum and dad would be talking, they'll go, oh, so-and-so passed away, and they'll go, oh, 77, 78, and you go, well, that's a good innings. Yeah. You know, when you get to my age now, that's not a good innings.
No, it feels different.
Do you know what I mean? It feels different. So, yeah, God bless him.
Yeah, and I love the final words that he said in the documentary. You may well have seen it, the Sven documentary. He said this. He said, don't worry, smile. Thank you for everything. Coaches, players, the crowds. It has been fantastic. Take care of yourself and live your life.